Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is Bala Gowthaman, and we're going to be talking about a controversial appointment that has taken place in the Tamil Nadu by the Tamil Nadu government. And to know all about it, let's welcome Sri Bala Gowthaman ji. A request to all of you to please like this video. Bala Gowthaman ji, Namaskar. Jai Sri Ram. How are you, sir?
Jai Sri Ram. Doing great as always.
Thank you, sir. The father Joe Arun. This man has been appointed to head the Minorities Commission. In itself, it looks pretty innocuous that a minority member has been made the chairman. So people might ask, why do a program on this? What exactly is the problem here? So to understand the sensitivity, because there's an uproar right now in Tamil Nadu that this is a bad appointment and this person has some questionable credentials, and I mean, I can go on. There's a long article that has come out. I'm going to give a link to that in the reference part of this video. Over to you, Gowthamanji.
Two things. He is from the Catholic order. And the most important thing about him is some years back he made a video. And that is a presentation made by Joe Arun in front of a Christian audience and mostly pastors and other things from the Catholic clergy. What he said is, when I was in charge of, doing the curriculum for the state schools, I am able to put missionary values into social science textbooks from class 1 to 10. This is a statement made by this person at that time. Unfortunately, when a person confesses that I have done this, that I have put in missionary concept into social science textbook, any sane government will immediately withdraw the textbook. And this should be done. You say that you are a secular government, and a person who is in charge of doing the textbook says that I have put in missionary values into it, then I don't know why the government continued with the same book. So this happened at that particular point of time. The second statement made by him is that he is responsible for this no child left behind policy in Tamil Nadu, where up to class 8 you are passed, compulsory pass up to class 8. What is the significance of this? They say that, okay, the school dropout rate has reduced. People going to school has increased. And we have created a big revolution out of it. This is what the government claims. But recently there is an NCERT report which says, among the non-Hindi speaking states of India, Tamil Nadu fare badly in basic literacy and arithmetic skills up to class 3. That means because of his policy, Tamil Nadu, which tops almost all lists among all the other states before 60s, is now in the bottom of the list, where the local person can't read Tamil. And this is the effect of the policy change that he has made. When we are going to put it in the terms of human resource, what really has happened is your youth population is in school and now they are unemployable. And this is what he has done. And this is what China precisely wanted. And that is why China now wanted the demographic dividend, which is now in favor of India, has to go waste. If the next, starting from 2010 till 2040 is going to be India's period. But you have squandered around 10 years because of this bad syllabus and other things. And this crime is committed by this father, and he openly admitted what China wanted, what Vatican wanted, he has implemented. So among this pass and other things, he openly stated that I have put in missionary things into your social science book. And this is his first track record of Christianizing education and lowering the standard of education and to make the entire country unemployable and make the demographic dividend of the country into a demographic liability. And this was done by this man, and now he is made the minority chairman of the Minority Affairs, State Minorities Commission. And another credential for him is his links with the LTTE. And one thing that we need to know, when during the last stages of the ஈழம் War, initially the agitation started in the campus of Loyola College, and finally it got ended. And mostly, but 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙀 issue started in Loyola College campus, but it went on to an extent that the entire reputation of Modi government was spoiled, and secessionism spread its wings throughout the state. But when the ஈழம் issue happened, the protest started in the same Loyola College campus, but it died down immediately. So now you can understand the play of Loyola College campus. When it comes to an ஈழம் issue, when the central government is run by a Catholic, that is Sonia Gandhi, the issue dies soon after a token protest. And then they wanted to unseat the local Karunanidhi government because Jayalalitha supported them. So they bargained better with Jayalalitha. And Jayalalitha also yielded to some of their demands. After this issue, Jayalalitha attended the Christian conference in Arumani in Kanyakumari, where she promised certain things for the Christians, and the entire thing changed. This person is from the same institution. This is something that we need to know, how this institution has changed the governments in Tamil Nadu. And this person is responsible for that, because he is from the same institution. Point number 3, what we need to note about this guy, about this incident, I'm just going something that we need to draw some parallels in this. When the DMK was in power in the previous time, when Karunanidhi was ruling from 2006 to 2011, it was Mr. Jagat Casper, a bishop, a priest from the same Catholic order, who was calling the shots with the government. And we all know that he is the contact person for LTTE to liaise with the state government and as well as the central government during the last stages of ஈழம் War. And there is an allegation against him that he has looted some money which was given by the LTTE, which is supposed to lead the politicians of India. And this thing appeared in all the newspapers, and that Jagat Casper, and he got a case in United States for for collecting money for purchase of arms for LTT. A case was an FBI inquiry was there. Then I don't know what happened after that. It was
they
there
issued a red corner notice for his arrest, and they have not effected his arrest, despite many people writing exactly where his address is.
Okay, so this happened. And this appointment is a follow-up of what happened during that last stages of ஈழம் War. Now you can't put Jagat Casper back, because Jagat Casper is now not in the good books of people, and he got exposed. So the government wanted to put some person who is effective like Jagat Casper to create all these sort of nuisances in Tamil Nadu. So they have put in this person. And the timing of this is something that we need to understand. Government of Tamil Nadu recently issued an order. This order is, it is undoing the Panchayat Acts and rules, which is framed by the assembly itself. The rules states that if you want to construct a mosque or a church or a temple, you need to get permission from the government. Not Panchayat permission or municipal sanction is not enough. You need to get an NOC from the government. Government here means the district collector. And if there are any issues in opposition to such construction, the collector has to deny permission. This is what there in the rules. Recently, the government of Tamil Nadu has issued an order just after the parliament elections that you can apply to the collector, and if he is delaying that particular thing for more than a month, then you can go ahead with the construction. With this order, you have vetoed the rules framed by your legislature. And I requested some of our lawyers to challenge it in the court. In this background, this guy was brought in as the chairman of Minorities Commission. This is something that we need to understand. And many churches, many places, Christians have started building churches where the government has earlier denied permission. And this has happened in many places. In Salem, there are big protests organized by, and one gentleman by the name Sree Nivasan from Hindu Munani, he organized some protests, and some churches were stopped. And after this particular order, many churches started mushrooming in Tamil Nadu. A person with this background has now become the chairman of the Minorities Affairs Commission. And the second thing that we need to note, in the same Loyola College campus, just before this Tanjavur's forced conversion suicide incident happened, the Lavanya episode happened. There was a meeting. It was convened by the then Minorities Affairs, that is the outgoing chairman of the Minorities Affairs Commission, Mr. Peter Alphonse. This is for all minority institutions, and under his presidentship, in the same Loyola campus, they said that we all need to work unitedly because there are many allegations coming against our minority institutions. So we have to work jointly to face those things. So they have decided what the minority institutions have to do. They have to do forcible conversion. If anything happens, all institutions have to come under this roof. This meeting happened during that particular period. This happened in the same Loyola College campus from where this guy has come up. So what we need to understand, it is now each and every constitutional authority is now taken over by the missionaries. Already they have appointed a priest from Yerkad as a member of Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, which is responsible for recruiting government employees. And you know what is the motto of this institution? 𝗤𝙗𝙄𝙬 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝑚𝑎. This is the motto of that Christian educational institution. So now it is each and every institution. You just name any institution, you will find a church, a rabid Christian proselytization hand in every constitutional institution in Tamil Nadu. This is what is happening in the state. And recently, in many schools, they have started, the headmasters and the teachers, they are now forcing children not to wear bindi or something else. In one school, they say that if you are having vibhuti, then you are not supposed to have kunguma. If you are having sandal, then you are not supposed to have the other one. In some other institutions, they said that women, that is the girls, they are not supposed to wear flowers. These type of things are now slowly pushed. And if any local Hindu parent is going to oppose it, this minority commission and the entire government, they put pressure on the police to withdraw those cases, and they are forcing the parents to withdraw. So this is what precisely this minority commission is doing. And in Kanyakumari district, one church was prevented by the police because they don't have that government sanction to run it. The minority commission, it levied a fine of around 1 lakh on the police department for preventing that. That is, for implementing the law, the police department has to pay the fine. Because minority commission is a constitutional authority. So they have that power to do it. So now, with the powers vested with the minority institution, that is the minority commission, now they are preventing officers to implement law. So this minority institution, that is the minority commission, it has become a super veto institution even above your constitution. A person with this background is now appointed the chairman of this commission. Just imagine what is going to happen in the coming days. With this order passed, that if the collector is not going to give you a sanction within 1 month, you can just go ahead with the construction. That is an order which is passed. And then with the background of this minority institution, educational institution, consortium or whatever, and appointing a person who openly said that when I was given the responsibility, I implemented all Christian ethos into the educational curriculum. Then what will happen to the state during his tenure? Just imagine. And again, his association with an organization which is banned by Government of India. LTT added to that.
Brazen, this regard for rules and procedures, plus this very controversial law, I think DMK certainly now feels like, they can do whatever they want. They have won every seat. So this is a danger. They've basically captured some very critical bodies than to ensure a certain result. I don't accept for a minute that the elections in Tamil Nadu were fair. What is more regrettable is that the center is actually BJP, and BJP is the biggest loser in all this stuff. I hope that people watch this and understand how somebody is inside your house and they are trying to bring it down by breaking down the walls and burrowing into the structure, completely weakening the structure. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, Gowthaman ji.
Just to add on to one point that I need to mention in this regard, this time around, how they work in an institution, this is something that I need to highlight before doing my conclusion. In school exams, as well as in Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission exams, there are questions from the Bible. And this they have done. And this is how they take over the constitutional the powers of the constitutional authority and make them more or less like what you can say, a proselytization institutions.
Very interesting thing happened yesterday in the United States White House press conference. One Pakistani journalist asked the US government what is their stand on the Kamar Yatra, where Yogi Adityanath had ordered that all the vegetable or food sellers, everybody display their name. And the fact that Supreme Court has put a stay. Look at the irony of it. Pakistani journalist asking United States its opinion about something that they have no jurisdiction on. And then the United States says, well, it is a cause of concern. We are watching it very closely. But the apex court has already put a hold on this. Guess what? Matthew Miller, the guy who's the spokesperson, and I don't care to know the name of the Pakistani journalist. I know this will go back to them. You know what is happening today? Not a single vendor has taken down his or her name. Okay, so this is what happens when you have some judgments which are not appearing to be fair. I've always said this thing, Gowthaman ji, judgment should not only be fair, but appear to be fair. Now do whatever you want. So this is a sacred yatra. If you don't want to give respect to somebody's culture and rituals, then don't say that, my religion is under attack. Your religion is under attack because it's deliberately breaking the rules first. That part everybody will forget. And they only say that, they brought it down. They brought this thing down.
Nobody asked the question, why are you putting that this shop is halal certified?
Yes.
Is that not putting up religion in your business boards?
Absolutely.
Is that not discrimination? Why US is silent when they say that halal certification is there in India? Why US has not spoken about it?
See, look, it is completely penetrated United States also. They are now going to be stuck with this problem for a long, long time. And we'll let it play out. We know what's going to happen because we've seen it happen in India. Thank you so much, Gowthaman ji. And we'll be back again, viewers, next Thursday, same time. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Namaskar.
Namaste.